Charles Bernard Skaggs is an American professional wrestler, better known by the ring name Cold Scorpio. He is best known for his appearances with World Championship Wrestling, Extreme Championship Wrestling and World Wrestling Federation throughout the 1990s, along with his appearances in Japan for New Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah. Championships held by Cold Scorpio over the course of his career include the ECW World Tag Team Championship, ECW World Television Championship, GHC Tag Team Championship and WCW World Tag Team Championship. Professional wrestling career. Early career. Skaggs made his professional wrestling debut in 1985, adopting the ring name Cold Scorpio. He wrestled in various independent promotions in the United States, until, on the recommendation of Big Van Vader, he decided to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he trained in the NJPW dojo. He also wrestled in Europe and Mexico. World Championship Wrestling. Cold Scorpio debuted in World Championship Wrestling on November 18, 1992 as Ron Simmons' mystery partner at Clash of the Champions 21. He had a brief reign as World Tag Team Champion with Marcus Alexander Bagwell in October 1993. Although he was released in 1994, Cold Scorpio competed on the WCW-promoted pay-per-view When Worlds Collide later that year and the WCW New Japan-produced pay-per-view Collision in Korea in 1995. Extreme Championship Wrestling. Cold Scorpio debuted in Extreme Championship Wrestling in 1994, where he had 4 reigns as World Television Champion and 1 reign as World Tag Team Champion with the Sandman. He had feuds with wrestlers such as Taz, Shane Douglas, Sabu, and Mikey Whipwreck. Following his departure for the WWF, Cold Scorpio returned to ECW for one night at House Party in 1998 as a mystery opponent for Taz. World Wrestling Federation. Cold Scorpio made his WWF debut on November 17, 1996, at Survivor Series, under the name Flash Funk. His gimmick involved dancing, wearing a zoot suit, and being accompanied to the ring by his Fly Girls, or Funkettes. Towards the end of his first WWF run, Funk reverted to his Cold Scorpio name, later shortening it to Scorpio, and began teaming with former WCW teammate and friend Ron Simmons, as well as Terry Funk through most of 1998. He soon after became a member of Al Snow's Job Squad. In mid-1998, he competed in the WWF's Brawl for All tournament, replacing Ken Shamrock. He lost in the quarterfinals to The Godfather. In early 1999, Cold Scorpio requested time off due to personal problems, but was instead released from the WWF. Pro Wrestling Noah. Cold Scorpio next made sporadic appearances for ECW, which included a challenge against then-champion Mike Awesome for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship on the December 10, 1999 edition of ECW on TNN. Cold Scorpio competed for All Japan Pro Wrestling until native members of its roster defected to form Pro Wrestling Noah in 2000, and both Scorpio and Vader followed. During his tenure in Noah, he won the GHC Openweight Hardcore Championship, as well as the GHC Tag Team Championship with both Vader and Doug Williams. Returned to WWE in 2006, Cold Scorpio signed a contract with World Wrestling Entertainment. Upon joining the promotion, he returned to using his Flash Funk character in the WWE developmental promotion Deep South Wrestling until he was released on May 11, 2007, without ever appearing on WWE television. On the 15th anniversary of WWE Raw on December 10, 2007, Cold Scorpio participated in a battle royal as Flash Funk, eliminating Steve Blackman while eliminating himself in the process. Independent circuit. On June 10, 2005, Cold Scorpio wrestled at the ECW reunion event Hardcore Homecoming, defeating Kid Cash. In late 2007, Cold Scorpio joined Booker T's Pro Wrestling Alliance promotion, based in Houston, Texas. He wrestled occasionally in Pasadena, Texas at the city's convention center, and he participated in a feud with heel wrestler and student Gustavo Mendoza. His last PWA match was in February 2008 at Texas Tap Out against Mendoza. On August 8, 2010, Cold Scorpio wrestled at Total Nonstop Action Wrestling's ECW reunion show, Hardcore Justice, defeating C.W. Anderson. On April 28, 2012, Cold Scorpio wrestled Shane Douglas in the main event of Extreme Reunion in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. During the match, two masked men got involved. One was Kevin Sullivan, who attacked Douglas. The other was former ECW owner Todd Gordon, who hugged Cold Scorpio. Douglas pinned Cold Scorpio with a twisting sunset flip. Cold Scorpio made his debut for Chikara in September 2012, when he, Jerry Lynn and Tommy Dreamer entered the 2012 King of Trios as the Extreme Trio, defeating Team WWF in their first round match. The following day, the Extreme Trio was eliminated from the tournament by Team ROH. On February 2, 2013, Cold Scorpio defeated ACH in the main event of the first ever National Pro Wrestling Day to become the 2013 Raid of Voladores. On June 23, 2013, Cold Scorpio was defeated by John Hennigan in a match for the FWE Heavyweight Championship at House of Hardcore 2. Personal life. At a Ring of Honor's Straight Shootin' interview in 2004, Skaggs admitted to have a hard drug use while he was in ECW and WWF, but it had been significantly accelerated during his stint in WWF due to the fact that he was simply making more money and thus had the opportunity to use more. Skaggs regretted his covert lifestyle at the time, and wondered that if he had admitted to WWF and himself that he had a problem, his career might have lasted longer in WWF. He also admitted to have kicked his hard drug use several years ago, although he is still actively using marijuana. In wrestling, finishing moves: Diss That Don't Miss, Scorpio Splash, Funky Flash Splash, Innovated Tumbleweed. Signature moves: Corkscrew Plancha, Diving Leg Drop, sometimes while performing a somersault, double underhook suplex, Drop the Bomb, Knee Lift, Moonsault, Shooting Star Press, Superkick. Manages: Jazz Theodore, Long Fly Girl, Thunkit Nadine, Fly Girl, Thunkit Tracy Woman. Entrance themes: Wild Thing by Tone Loc, The Lumpty Dance from Aircraft Music Library, Cold Scorpio by Michael Seitz and Darwin Connaught. Hoomp by Tag Team, Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang, Can't Get Enough by Jim Johnston, Armed and Rambunctious by Steve Gumas and Dougvid Perkins. The Funky Headhunter by MC Hammer, It's Not Easy by Dale Oliver. Championships and Accomplishments: All-Star Wrestling Alliance ASWA Heavyweight Championship, Chikara Raid of Voladores. Extreme Championship Wrestling ECW World Tag Team Championship with the Sandman ECW World Television Championship Hardcore Hall of Fame German Wrestling Federation GWF Heavyweight Championship Pacific Championship Wrestling PCW Heavyweight Championship Peach State Wrestling PSW Caudle City Heavyweight Championship. Pro Wrestling Illustrated PWI ranked him number 201 of the 500 best singles wrestlers of the PWI years in 2003. Pro Wrestling Noah GHC Openweight Hardcore Championship, GHC Tag Team Championship with Vader and Doug Williams. Pro Wrestling Unplugged PWU World Heavyweight Championship, World Championship Wrestling WCW World Tag Team Championship with Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards Best Wrestling Maneuver 450 Degrees Splash Most Underrated Wrestler